This is my 2019 ZX6R. I wanted to do clip-ons, and I was trying to find information on how it's going to change the ergonomics on the bike, some of the benefits. Basically, all anyone says online is that if you go down on the track, that it's easy to replace just the actual handlebar without having to replace the clip-on itself. But what I wanted to hear more about is comfort, handling, how is it going to improve the bike in that way. So I decided I would just make a video about it. I bought the Vortex 0 degree clip-ons. I can already tell that they're gonna be about 1.5 inches longer than what's on their stock. With the 0 degree, they're gonna be a bit flatter. I'm gonna show a little bit of the installation process, but there's tutorials all over YouTube if you wanna see an in-depth overview of that. I'm just gonna skip through it pretty quick and then talk about how it feels on the bike. So the kit comes with the 2 clamps. They look really nice. And then the 2 bars, as well as end caps for the whole thing. So the basic process is really simple. You just pull off this upper part of the triple tree, remove this, loosen these bolts, and then transfer everything over to the new bars. This is a number 12 hex. These 2 are a number 6 hex as well. There's a bolt on each side holding the clamp into the upper part of the triple tree. So that one's gonna be a number 5 Allen. Once you have that off, you can just set it aside. A trick that makes getting clutch side grips off way easier is just using some air. It's good to turn it on first. Just get it under there like this. And then it just comes right off. That way you don't have to mess around with lube, getting grease all over that. Putting lube on your shaft sometimes just can get a bit messy, so this is just an easier way to do it. On both sides, the electronics have locating dowels, and the throttle does as well. So you're going to want to drill a hole. Location, like in the circle, doesn't matter, but you want to make sure it's the correct distance from the end, because you can just rotate it. So I'm almost done. Still have to tighten up the brake lever and locate the clutch exactly where I want it. Another note, on this side you have a hole you have to drill in the bottom here, and then another one like right there. So you just want to make sure that they're lined up so that these fall into the right location, so you don't have to drill a second hole. So I'm going to finish up and then set the positioning of everything. And then as soon as I'm done with that, I'll show another video of how it feels or how it looks, and then ride it around and talk about how it feels different. So everything's installed, torqued down. This is where I wind up sitting now. I definitely feel like I have a lot less weight on my hands, which is going to be really nice. I could definitely move them forward or back more than they are now. And I could also get about another 3/4 of an inch of length out of each side. But again, I want to keep it sort of close to a midpoint so that I can adjust from there based on how things feel. But right now, I'm definitely happy with them. So I'm gonna take it for a ride, see how it feels. Okay, I just got back from a couple-mile ride. Definitely have positive things to say, definitely worth the money. It really, compared to the stock clip-ons, feels like you're on a dirt bike. Especially the 0 degrees, it's way higher and your hands are way further apart. The bike feels way more flickable. Feels like way more controlled in terms of just riding down the street, more comfort. So overall, I'm really happy with them. I think it's going to be really confidence inspiring on the track and in the twisties and the canyons. So I'm definitely happy with the purchase. As you can see from the footage I'm rolling right now, there's definitely a big difference, a very obvious difference in terms of the hand position. If you are going to do this modification, definitely look up, I'd recommend the Dave Moss video on motorcycle ergonomics and how to relocate your levers and everything so that it fits you better, because you're basically going to be going in from nothing, because you're going to have new handlebars, you're going to have to take everything off. So once you get all that dialed in, I think anyone who puts these on is going to love them. If you want more of still want a really sport bike feel, I wouldn't get the 0 degrees. To me, they're really flat compared to stock. I like it, I'm happy with them, but probably wouldn't pick it if you really like that aggressive body position. If you have any questions or comments or anything, leave them down below.